Here's Marilyn Shunk with the weather.
Thanks, Craig. Well, it's looking like it's going to be a great day for this first day of spring. We got temperatures in the 70s. The pressure is falling at 29.99. Winds are out of the west at 11 miles per hour. Humidity is 73%, and there's no rain reported for today. Now let's take a look at the national forecast map. There are several cold fronts right now all over the United States, and the West Coast had to deal with this one, but now it's pushing off into the plains, bringing with it rain and even some snow in the northern parts. But no relief for California yet, because this other cold front is pushing in off the Pacific. As for the East Coast, right here, we had to deal with this cold front, but now it's pushing off into the Atlantic. For Florida, it's looking clear and warm temperatures, partly to mostly cloudy skies throughout the whole state. And finally, for the forecast for today, sky is partly cloudy, high near 80s. Winds pick up out of the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, 20% chance rain. And you can expect the weather at night to be in the 50s, but during the day, they will go up into the 80s, and that will continue till throughout Saturday. That's it for your first edition look at the weather. Back to you, Craig. Thanks, Craig. Well, currently in Gainesville, it's mostly cloudy, some haze. We have a temperature right now of 77 degrees. Pressure is holding steady at 30.01. Winds are out of the west at 9 miles per hour. Humidity is 62%, and there's no rain reported for today. Now let's take a look at the national forecast map. For the north-central part of the country, we have this cold front that is pushing in, and so there's snow and rain, so icy conditions can be expected there. As for the East Coast, there's these low-pressure systems, which is bringing rain throughout the East Coast. As for Florida, we had some scattered fog this morning, and that was due to this cold front that pushed in from the west, but it will continue to push out into the Atlantic. And finally, for the forecast for today, sky is partly cloudy, high upper 70s. Winds pick up out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, 30% chance of rain. That's it for your first edition look at the weather. Back to you, Allison. Thanks, Craig. Currently in Gainesville, it's partly cloudy. We have a temperature of 67 degrees. Pressure is holding steady at 30.12. Winds are out of the southeast at 6 miles per hour. Humidity is 65%, and no rain reported for today. Now let's take a look at the national forecast map. Arctic cold air is blowing in from Canada, causing severely cold weather in the Great Lakes region. We also have severe thunderstorm warnings issued in the northeastern states of Pennsylvania and New York. Now, we do have this cold front that is quickly approaching us. There's a possibility it'll reach us tonight, but most likely by tomorrow. And finally, for the forecast for today, sky is mostly cloudy, high mid to upper 70s. Winds are out of the southeast at 10 miles per hour. Rain is 20%, and sunsets at 7:49 p.m. tonight. Now, you can expect tonight for temperatures to be dipping and rain chance to increase to 40%. That's it for your first edition look at the weather. Back to you, Allison.
Thanks, Marilyn.